The first group of 49 decommissioned M1A1 Abrams tanks pledged to Ukraine by Australia is now in the hands of the Ukrainian military, the Australian Defence Ministry announced on the 18th of July. The M1A1 Abrams tanks will make a significant contribution to Ukraine's ongoing fight against Russia's invasion. Australia remains steadfast in our support for Ukraine and seeing a just and lasting peace, Australian Defence Minister Richard Marles said. Australia pledged to send Ukraine the 49 soon-to-be-retired Abrams tanks as part of a broader military aid package worth $163 million. Ukraine previously received 31 Abrams tanks from US in late 2023. The M1A1 Abrams battle tank represents the pinnacle of modern armored warfare machine, designed not only to dominate the battlefield, but to instill fear in the hearts of its enemies. Since its introduction in the 1980s by the United States, this tank has consistently proven its worth across multiple combat zones. With an aggressive posture, unmatched durability, and superior firepower, the M1A1 has become a battlefield legend. Its mere presence is often enough to alter enemy strategies, forcing adversaries into retreat or surrender. More than just a tank, it is a symbol of mechanized dominance backed by decades of engineering, refinement, and battlefield experience. At the heart of the M1A1's fearsome reputation is its powerful 120mm M256 smoothbore cannon, which delivers devastating firepower with pinpoint accuracy. This formidable weapon can engage and destroy heavily armored enemy vehicles at extreme ranges often, before those adversaries are even aware they've been targeted. Equipped with cutting-edge fire control systems, thermal imaging, and laser rangefinding technology, the Abrams can accurately acquire and neutralize threats day or night, in any weather conditions. For enemy crews, the first warning of an Abrams tank's presence might be a sudden, thunderous explosion as their vehicle erupts in flames too late to react or escape. But the Abrams is not just about offense. Its defense is equally terrifying to any foe. The M1A1's composite armor, reinforced with depleted uranium layers, provides near impenetrable protection against a wide array of anti-tank weapons. It has withstood direct hits from advanced guided missiles and large-caliber shells in real combat, emerging, operational, and lethal. In a battlefield environment filled with RPGs, IEDs, and ambushes, this kind of protection transforms the Abrams into a steel fortress on tracks. For enemy fighters, seeing their most powerful weapons bounce harmlessly off the tank's hull can be demoralizing, turning hope into fear within seconds. Despite weighing over 60 tons, the M1A1 Abrams is astonishingly mobile and agile. Powered by a 1,500 horsepower gas turbine engine, it can reach speeds of up to 45 miles per hour on paved roads and navigate treacherous terrain with surprising ease. This speed allows the tank to maneuver rapidly into strategic positions, outflank enemy armor, and reposition before counterattacks can be organized. Whether in the deserts of the Middle East or the dense woodlands of Eastern Europe, the Abrams moves with speed and purpose. Enemy forces often underestimate its agility until it appears unexpectedly on their flank, unleashing destruction. The tank's battle record speaks for itself. During Operation Desert Storm in 1991, the M1A1 Abrams decimated hundreds of Iraqi tanks, many of them Soviet-made T-72s, without suffering a single combat loss in direct tank-on-tank engagements. In one now legendary skirmish, a small platoon of Abrams tanks ambushed a significantly larger enemy force, destroying over 50 vehicles in minutes. In Iraq and Afghanistan, the Abrams was again deployed with success, using its overwhelming firepower and armored resilience to dominate both conventional and insurgent forces. Its track record is a testament to American military engineering and tactical superiority. Another reason the Abrams is so feared is its seamless integration into the broader U.S. combined arms warfare doctrine. It doesn't operate alone, it moves in coordination with infantry, reconnaissance units, artillery, drones, and air support. This multi-layered approach creates an environment where enemies are attacked simultaneously from land and sky, making it nearly impossible to mount an effective defense. When the M1A1 rolls into a combat zone, it signals the beginning of a well-planned and overwhelming offensive. To enemy commanders, it's not just a tank, they see it as a spearhead of total battlefield domination. The technological sophistication within the M1A1 further adds to its lethal efficiency. Its onboard systems include GPS navigation, advanced communication suites, internal fire suppression, and NBC nuclear, biological, chemical protection systems. These features allow the Abrams to operate effectively in the harshest environments, from chemical warfare scenarios to radiation zones, without compromising crew safety or mission readiness. The crew of 4 commander, gunner, loader, and driver work in unison like a well-oiled machine, trained rigorously to make split-second decisions under extreme pressure. On the psychological battlefield, the Abrams is just as deadly. Reports from various combat zones indicate that enemy troops have been known to abandon positions or surrender outright when Abrams tanks enter the fight. The rumble of its tracks and the roar of its turbine engines send a clear message: resistance is futile. This psychological edge can be more powerful than physical force, shattering the morale of even the most determined fighters. The knowledge that their weapons are ineffective and their chances of survival are minimal causes panic and chaos among enemy ranks. The US continues to upgrade the M1A1 platform with improved armor, sensors, and digital warfare capabilities. Even decades after its initial deployment, the Abrams remains on the cutting edge of military technology. Its continued presence in modern conflict zones, including recent deliveries to support Ukraine's defense, proves that it is far from obsolete. In fact, its legacy is only growing stronger, becoming a crucial piece in 21st-century warfare scenarios where speed, technology, and overwhelming force determine the outcome. In the end, the M1A1 Abrams is not just a tank, it is a battlefield legend, a psychological weapon, and a technological marvel. Its reputation is forged in the fire of war, sustained by decades of upgrades and hard-earned victories. When it moves into position, both friend and foe understand the stakes. For those on the receiving end, the sight of an Abrams on the horizon means only one thing: unstoppable force is about to be unleashed. And that, above all else, is why the M1A1 battle tank is so deeply feared by the enemy.